Okay, based. Forgot to update that title. Mm-hmm. Cube. Yeah. One cube. No pluralization. No S needed. Read about 100 gigabytes of data through the Tor network over 1 day, 4 hours. What do you mean through the Tor network? I thought you were doing I2P. Have you lied to us? How dare you confuse them? You've brought great shame. Let's see. That's okay. We all get a little retarded sometimes. I always forget about quant. French search engine hosted in Europe. Let's see what the French do. I would say that oh, do you use Purple I2P? Restart my I2P router because something is going on with XMPP server. Is it being hacked? Is it being hacked? Oh, I've used the I2PD. I use that on the Android side though. Yeah, very based and cool. Oh, they have a verified flat, which is even more based. I use Purple. Purple Gang. Wow, very cool. Yeah, I2P is kind of like I think it's gonna have more use case in the coming future, especially with the whole Tor thing. and people trying to find, I guess, like an alternative to maybe like some of the other intranets. I wonder if it's possible to freenet on Cubes OS. Because I2P is much more difficult to get working. Due to the fact that it's relatively much more secure. Like it's. Let's see what DuckDuckGo does. Oh. Interesting. It's kind of like a cool perspective. And I'm very proud of Cubes OS maintaining my anonymity and my security with nothing to ask for but a simple a simple like and subscribe. But I I have noticed with the internet I have noticed with the internet it's we have reached a time where people I think are doom scrolling. Oh, start page. It's been a minute since I've seen them. Let's see what they're let's think of something. Ooh, Jet 2 holidays. Let's think of something controversial. What do people look up today? I think people don't really relatively. I think they're more addicted to like finding stuff than actually doing. Like they like to find things and then and not do them and just find things. I don't know. Maybe that's just my perspective. I remember I remember people complaining about like Wayland a lot, saying like it's unusable, and I just feel like those people have never used Wayland. I only ran into like a very specific audio issue with Wayland, and I just after that I just never really had a problem, which is kind of funny. Even though I think Void is like not really for Wayland. But there's a lot of Linux distros that are not like super. They're not like super Wayland enjoyers. They want freedom instead of isolated GPU process. Oh, they're huge fans of Weston and Sway. I think they didn't like Wayland for some reason. There's probably a weird reason I thought that. Never used Weston, never used Sway. It's an i3 compatible Wayland compositor. Wayfire, never used it. 3D Wayland compositor. Hycura, Cage, River. All these insane names. Standalone compositors. Set management, video drivers. Both GNOME and KDE Plasma. Wow, based. Actually kind of cool. It's I don't even understand the Wayland hate. I think Wayland is probably one of the best progressive I guess you could say rewrites, like advancements in terms of Linux. It's pretty based. It's pretty awesome. The world's most private search engine. Let's see. Very true. They have a privacy policy, so I don't know. I don't really understand. I guess even the love for Start Page. To be honest, I know a lot of people like them. If information isn't collected, it can't be stored. Demand, leak, or abuse. Protecting your personal data is the best way to safeguard your online privacy. How do we define personal data? Information we don't collect. So let's be perfectly clear. We don't record your IP address. The only exemption for automated search requests, robots that rapidly submit more queries to our servers than a normal human would. When our software detects potential abuse, we register and block the offer. We don't serve any tracking, identifying cookies. This is about good and bad cookies. Cookies are a small piece of data that are sent to your hard drive by a website you visit. Bad cookies have unique elements that can track all kinds of personal information. We don't serve any of those. Startpage just uses one good cookie called a preference in order to remember the search preference you chose. It's completely anonymized and expires after not visiting Startpage for 90 days. We don't record your search queries. We have implemented truly anonymous analytics. I think this is... What's up, Jay? I think there has been, for a long time, the internet's been around. There has been ways to get analytics without needing any form of invasive privacy tracking. I believe that pre 2013, this is how Google kind of worked. And then I was listening to a podcast talking about live bidding, and all these things are kind of really bad, especially live bidding. Live bidding, apparently, what happens is when you see an ad on a game or something, the live bidding agent, people that put in bids or something like that, they put in bids, and then these bids, whoever wins the bid gets to serve the ad there. This happens real time. But from what I understand is a lot of the companies will still get the data even though they didn't win the bid, and they can then do whatever they want with it. That may be one of those things that it's not necessarily it looks bad or anything, but it probably, obviously it is, because they can then use that data to make unique profiles or sell it, etc., etc. And I think a lot of the companies don't know that this is happening either. Real-time bidding. Real-time bidding has evolved from a niche auction mechanism into the central nervous system of modern programmatic advertising. By 2026, analysts project that 90% of global display ad budgets will flow through programmatic channels. With Europe alone, the programmatic advertising markets that hit 177 billion in 2023 on a track to compound annual growth of 23%. It's automated impression by impression auction mechanisms that underpins programmatic buying, allowing brands to bid for ad inventory in real time and publishers to monetize each ad slot for dynamically. I believe that there's also websites out there that get paid when you just view. You'll get paid. They'll pay just for the views or something like that. You show up on this page. They get an incentive to send you to their site. This is, kind of my issue with the affiliate economy. The affiliate economy is somewhat very invasive. This is what, I say affiliate links are less problematic than sponsorships and less problematic than ads, because as long as it's in plain sight that, hey, this is an affiliate link, you can just choose not to click on it. But my issue is that it's I feel like a lot of these people that use these affiliate links, they don't actually use these products, and that's my real problem. I don't care that they did a review on it. The review means nothing. Or if they XYZ, like they say that, like, oh, they use it, I can't verify that. I mean, they could just lie. That's my problem with the affiliate market economy. Is it's slopified a lot of our ability to trust that these are products that they use. And I think obviously you're going to be incentivized to send people to that fucking product because you're getting a commission. And for anyone that thinks that that's not true, like, I mean, that's like telling a salesman, like, you're in dire need of something. Like, in the beginning, of course, they're going to have their own interest and they're going to want to make the most money. And if you have even 10,000 subscribers and even 1%, some of these affiliate commissions are fucking insane too. Like, it'll be like 70 to sometimes $100 payout, like crazy. But even in the privacy space, there's a lot of kind of slimy companies. Because the thing is, if they have an affiliate link, you have to click on it. That's a correlation. Like, they need to know who clicked it, and they need to pay somebody. So, like, there's somewhat of a correlation there. And even that, like, that is a form of tracking. Like, they're tracking, like, all the clicks that go through that funnel. And because of that, I think in most cases, affiliate links are probably more invasive. Now, using a code maybe more private because you can just grab the code, sign up, put the code in. Okay, there's less of it. Bro, your streamer's fire. I'm a big. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. But I think that we're kind of like in a bad way. We're heading towards not really just the affiliate economy, but we're also heading towards like you can't. How can you trust? I mean, just look at like companies that have like look at YouTube channels that have like three. Look at 3 to 4 different YouTube channels, in 3 different spaces, and when they're in 3 different spaces, like I'm talking about, they're unrelated to each other. Yes, I am family friendly content. Yeah, make sure to have your to watch this with your family. Thank you, I appreciate it. The big issue is I guess like heading towards 1984. Yeah, I mean we're kind of already in 1984 already with like Flock and shit. Oh, thank you. Yeah, the problem with the I guess like the if you watch like 3 to 5 channels, and you take these 3 to 5 channels, they all have the fucking same, like they'll all get the same fucking sponsor, because these sponsors will go around and just email, like blast email, and it's like they have the same script, and you're like kind of like sitting there having like a schizophrenic meltdown. You're like, I'm watching a car channel, and then a fucking drama channel, and then a different channel, and you're like, you all have the same sponsor, yet, and you have all like eerily similar fucking scripts. So like, I know you don't fucking use this shit. Like, I watched like 3 different, like I watched 3 different subgenres on fucking YouTube, and not even kidding, all of them were getting that Safe Link, Safe House. What the fuck was their name? Safe something. It was Safe something. It was like a fucking it's a AI fucking home. And I'm like, you guys don't use this. There's no way. It was something. It was really bad. It was concerning because like it was spreading like somewhat of like an ad cancer in my opinion. Simply Safe, simple balls or something. Simply Safe. Yeah, that's definitely them. Yeah. No, that's is that them? That has to be them. These motherfuckers were getting like, if I see the website, I'll know. Yep, yeah, it was them. Yeah, of course they're gonna block you if you're on. Why care about privacy? I read through their balls. True. I read through their. I remember reading through like their privacy policy and it was bad. There's no way these fuckers been around for a decade, and they're just blowing ads. Yeah, this person. Does this person look real? Does Wendy look real, guys? Wendy does not look fucking real. Editor in chief, PC Mag, VP of content. Yeah. That person does not look like a real human. You can just tell when something's a giant ad. Optional. Start a $23 per month. Very limited, very integration with other smart home devices. Yeah. How do you have 15? How do you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pros and 1 con? Jay, I know you're fucking with me. You got to be. That can't be real. Like, there's no way that this is their house. It's scary. It's quite scary. Why would you have this lined up in your house like this? If you want a one-stop home monitoring solution that'll encompass more to security, adding environmental sensors will make sense. Smoke and carbon monoxide detectors, $59 each. How would you like to click on these links? SimpliSafe offers packages that include cameras. Professional monitoring options have become progressively more diverse and robust and expensive. Our first review a decade ago, currently there's a $23 per month standard plan that includes 24/7 coverage. How would you like to have a person from definitely America and not an AI robot or someone from India to find out what the innards of your house looks like? I mean, honestly, just get a fucking you really just your house. You only need two. If she's really, you can do cowgirl on here. No, that's definitely not my type. There's no femboy socks on, so. So like the funny thing is you just need two. So like most like home security, you just need two things. You need two entry points for like your cameras. You need one for the front and then maybe one for your rear, the rear of the house. Two entry points. That's very simple for a house. Like that covers a lot. Because that's generally when someone's breaking in. They're going through the front or the back. I mean, and really, cameras don't deter crime. They just capture it, and they're really for insurance purposes. In case you have to exercise one of your rights on the Constitution in your state on somebody if you happen to be home. Because it's... But, like, other than that, like, there's really no... And don't use Amazon. Oh, my God, yeah. Don't ever use it. Rings are terrible. What a stupid idea. And anyone who uses the Neighbor app is just like very cringe. Like, why do you need a whole fucking application to talk to your neighborhood about I would just I would honestly just troll on there. I would be making up shit. I could not be left. I couldn't be left unattended on something like that. It just seems like a bad idea. Yeah, like even I would like a smart home, but I'm trying to. I would do it very private. Like everything would just be local, and if it's not allowed to be local, then I would just find a way to like put it on like a VLAN or something. You can do that with your cameras too. Like you can make them where they don't like call home or anything. You can, and then you integrate an NTP server for like syncing, and pretty much make them like where it's only internal. Unify, even though they're not open source, unfortunately, I wish they would. Unify has some really good cameras that have no license. Like you don't have to worry about license. It's all local, and you can use Pi. Yeah, you can use Raspberry Pi. There's Raspberry Pis. There's actually a project somewhere that I remember. There's a project somewhere that you can get where you can use Pis. They're pretty good too. We just need someone to do an open source Ring doorbell. I mean, for my Ring doorbell, like I would just use Unify until some like free and open source option really came out, and it's really just so I can see the neighborhood cats and be like, how would you guys like food? How would you guys like water? Wouldn't the cameras be access on? Not if you make it fully local. If you do it fully locally and you have no way, it has no like, and if you hardwire it, like you would have to. I'm assuming you would have to hardwire it where it's not wireless, and you would have to make sure that it doesn't touch outside your internet, which is that's completely possible. You wouldn't be able to like obviously access it. You wouldn't get your notifications if there was no like hole punching and it was, you know. Even if they could it through Shodan, it's just going to be like, oh, some random like camera, random cameras up there. Unify's got some pretty inexpensive. Shodan's great. Not really. Like, you can just VPN into your home corporate, like your home network. That's most of the time. Most of the time, that's what I'm doing. Like, if I have a VPN on, it's to be in my local data network to access stuff. But I don't need to be 24/7. And even if it was on Shodan, it doesn't matter. Your house is public, so. That's not a big deal. Just make sure you change the default password and you secure it. And keep your firmware updated, but their physical security is really good. Amcrest is really nice. It does license plate recognition. Amcrest is really nice. You can do, there's some good options out there. Let's go to the store. EU. But yeah, it'd be kind of a pain. Now this would be sick. Door access. Door access, motion sensor. That would be sick. Even having just like that would be kind of awesome. Having a smart home would be just cool in general. I'm gonna get some water. It'd be even cooler to get a weather station. Weather stations are pretty sick, actually. That's what I want to get next. Cool. All right, start page. Most online advertising today is personalized, meaning the online advertiser services track what you do online and profile you in order to serve tailored ads. We don't do that at Start Page. No tracking, no profiling. Our search results may include a small number of clearly labeled sponsor links which generate revenue and cover our operational costs. These links are retrieved from platforms such as Google AdSense in order to enable the prevention of click fraud. Some non-identifying system information is shared, but because we never share personal information or information that can uniquely identify you, the ads we display are not connected to any individual user. I think this is how it was originally done back pre contextual based ads. Well, sorry, behavioral based ads, which behavioral based ads are relatively very invasive, where contextual based ads aren't invasive because it's based on the context of what you're searching. If you're searching for, eggs and you get chicken ads, that kind of makes sense because it's contextual. It's not making any assumptions about the user. It's just like, oh, this person is looking for eggs. Let's serve them chicken ads. Like, you can't really get any finer grain than that. We will never comply with any voluntary surveillance program based. They can't request what we don't have. Any requests will have to come from the Dutch judicial authorities. We only comply if we're legally obligated to do so, but we're not likely to receive requests by a government to hand over user data simply because we don't have any. In the EU, we have the right to be forgotten, Dutch Data Protection Authority, Start Page private browser app. Interesting. I wonder why people don't really recommend. I mean, maybe it's because people don't really have a reason to go beyond that. I mean, Brave is kind of like the default. I remember the Linux switch to Linux always talked about Start Page. I think he was a fan. That's pretty much how fans work. Let's see. Tor. Well, they have an Onion site. That's kind of good. Let's look for some hidden wiki. Yeah, even their uh, door entry is pretty inexpensive for the people that want to eventually get to the very cool, very based login. They even like have intercoms or something, and they have like security doors, like door closer, panic bar, and then they have a magnetic lock for like up to like 500 pounds. Yeah, I forgot they have fucking face. It's actually pretty nice. These motherfuckers are always out of stock though, with everything. Oh shit. That's pretty awesome. Let's go to hit Makita. Look at all these onion links. 8chan. I forgot about the 8chan. 256chan. Yeah, you gotta be kind of careful with when you're clicking on the chans. There's Rise Up. I remember CryptoStorm. CryptoStorm was a very, very popular when I discovered just like the whole like Tor site. Look at this XMPP. Ooh, some blogs and personal sites. Fwa. Dig Deeper by Watchdog. Okay, so that doesn't exist. Wow. CryptoStorm is still around, which is kind of interesting. It always looked kind of like a honeypot to me. But I remember their VPN was like Monero enjoyed, and I was like based, and their price is like really cheap. Server side configs are public. Financials in several regions, no central office anywhere. Nice, as there shouldn't be. I think Rise Up is still, if I'm not mistaken, invite only. Oh my god, Mayday Studio. Yeah, YGGD. What's up, man? Hope you're doing well. This is just such a such an interesting network that I'm a huge fan of. IRC, poll service, phone number, that's kind of interesting. Cool idea that's not on this list. Send me an email. Oh, nice. Payspin. Payspins are kind of cool. Tech Learning Collective. ShadowWiki. Yeah, it kind of sucks that Keybase. Keybase isn't really. I think Keybase got bought up by Zoom. Yo. Dark and spooky. The CIA, just another library. Tor paste. Huh. Hi, I am. Oh, I remember this. I remember this site. Hook. In the past, the IT guy from the basement of your company and the e-discovery engineer and the IT security officer and then the cybersecurity consultant. Damn, who I wasn't too. Now pen tester, red teamer, bounty hunter, self-proclaimed ethical hacker, and a fan of new technology. Web surf, web attack, surf discovery, hacker forums, Arclone backup, gray hat hacking instructions, how to report vulnerabilities, running Tor over on a VPS, Hackstrike AI on Kali. Yeah, Kali Linux did something fucking weird. They practical recon automation with Kali Linux now is like kind of you should use dark mode. Dark mode would de-anonymize me. It would look unique. You should never change anything about Tor. I maintain the highest level of security. Quant is interesting. I love this photo. This is great. Wow, cats. Interesting. Websites that I've created and currently manage. Hacker Shelf, a PDF free library with Uptime Outer Space. Stats. Bounty Hunter in 2020. White Gray Hatch scans. VPN server. Bounty Hunter program landing page. There's also some CTF. So we have CubesOS plus Pen2. Yeah, you could definitely set that up. That would be a little resource intensive because of Gentoo in general, but Parrot's probably a better option at this point. Post. Dark Mixer, anonymous Bitcoin mixer. Yeah, I wouldn't trust any Bitcoin mixer. You can just mix it yourself. But it's, I don't know. Obtaining private Bitcoin is not really an easy foot to achieve. Even running CubesOS with like there's a way to make CubesOS like a really good pen test option, to be completely honest. There's a good blog on it that explains how to do it. It's pretty much making a hardware an HVM, kind of like we did with kind of like the way we did it with Windows, but like less annoying and not Windows. And it's not really super hard to get HVMs to work. So like all you'd have to do is just go to Parrot. You wouldn't do this on like Unix because it'd be kind of very slow, to be honest, and it would be very resource intensive. You would go to like Parrot install or like Parrot security. It'll show up. They said a major update too. Debian, unfortunate. Pen2 would be cooler because it's based Gentoo. But you would download this and then just make a standalone virtual machine with that's like obviously like you can have like full control over like a full, I think, which is kind of dangerous, but a full screen would be ideal because then you can see better and then you'd be able to run like something like Parrot or something. Oh, nice! They had a release in February 2026. Yeah, I haven't touched Parrot in a minute. I should see. I should see how to do that like in a full VM virtual machine. That'd be kind of cool. Anyway, guys, I will see you in the next video. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate all of you. Don't forget to comment your favorite type of nut. And if it's not Brazilian, you're going to have a bad day. See y'all later.